right, good morning everybody. Welcome to another how to do stuff on the calculator video. So today we're going to talk about solving a system of three equations, three unknowns. Okay, so specifically, hopefully you can see my mouse here, but we want to apply this to writing the equation of a parabola traveling through any 2 points. If we look at these 3 points, we don't know that any is the vertex. We don't have any common y values, so we can't get an axis of symmetry. So this is kind of the worst case scenario where we need to create three equations, three unknowns, and we'll use a calculator to solve. And so the equation that we're going to use, you could pick, but it's better to use general form in this case because we don't know a vertex, we don't know a factor. So we'll use good old y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. We will take these x and y values and we will plug in, right? And then this is the system that we're going to get. And so we could solve this algebraically, but that's done here if you want to pause it and see how it's done. But we'll use the calculator for this. Okay, so this video is for the 84, so let's start there. So first thing, let me get out, let me go to the home screen. So the first thing to do this operation, we're gonna go to apps, right? And the apps button is kind of 3 rows down, 1 column to the right to the right of the math button. Okay, if I push this, there's a bunch on here, but the one that you want, and you might have an updated software version, this is an older one, but we want PlySmlt 2 or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to push button 9, right? And this has a bunch of options, but the one that we want is the simultaneous equation solvers, right? We have 3 different equations that we want to solve. They're part of a system, so I'm going to choose option 2. And now here's where we can input the different information that we have in this system. So we've got 3 equations, 3 unknowns. That's good. You can set up some other stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to keep this as is, and then to push next, I've got to look over here. I push the top right button, which is the graph button. Okay, so now I don't know how to change the x, y, and z variables, so we're going to have to remember that those are our a, b, and c, but we're going to go and we'll put the coefficients in. So our first equation we had 1, 1, 1, and 15. So I'll put 1 for x. You can push enter. Actually, that's an easier way. If you push enter, you go to the plus minus. You can just keep pushing enter through. We want that to be the 1, and our final answer here was 15. Okay, so I'm just going to keep entering values and pushing enter. Next one was 331, so that means that this will be 9, right? Because 3 squared is 9. This will be a 3. And then this will be a 1. Because c is just 1. Right? The coefficient is 1. And that y value is 31. So this equation that I just finished entering, this one corresponds to the point 3, 31. Remember here, since x is squared, the 3 becomes 9, etc. So last point is -2, 6. That means this will be a 4, because that's squared. This will be a -2. And remember, guys, with the 84, watch the negative button. If you put a minus in there, it's going to error out, so I have to use the negative here. That'll be a 1, and I can't remember the y value is 6. So do we have the same equations? 4 minus 2, 1. 9, 3, 1, yeah, 1, 1, 1, 15. Okay, so everything's set up. I want to solve this now, so I'm going to push the graph button, and there's our solution. 1, 4, 10. And here you can see A is 1, B is 4, C, I guess they ran out of room, but C would be 10, okay? And just to see that that works, let's graph this thing on Desmos, just to see real quick, okay? So I'm going to take the original points, 115, 331. Okay, sorry guys, let me get this in. So 115 was 1, 331 was a second, and then the third point was -2.6. So I'm actually going to do this a different way. I'm going to do this with regression. So -2.6. Okay, let me just zoom out so we can see these points. All right. So yeah, hopefully you can see it looks like it's going to be an upward facing parabola. So I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to go, sorry, I'm going to just do regression. So inference, nope. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm forgetting how to do this. Oh, I got to put it in a table. No, never mind. I'm not going to do it, guys. So the equation should be x squared plus 4x plus 10, and there you can see, right, we hit all three of our points. So that's how you do, that's one way to solve a system of equations using the 84. Hope it was helpful. See you next time.